So the question that someone may ask, we have a target to reach net zero, but the emission sources come from both sides, natural and man-made. Is it possible to reach net zero? And if it is possible, there is one that we can control, the one that we are emitting, and there is another one that we cannot control, the one from our natural resources, from volcanic eruption, dust, and marine life, biology, and all that kind of stuff. How can we put this into perspective of net zero?
So technically net zero is just about the humanity side of that, not the natural world side. At the moment, the natural world acts in general as a carbon sink. So the ocean takes up carbon quite effectively, and the land to some extent does. Although, as you're saying, we don't have control over it, and sometimes we get carbon being emitted from say fires on the land in quite large quantities, but that's kind of separate to what we're thinking of when we typically think about net zero. But it does pose some interesting questions, especially if we think that fires will worsen with climate change. The effectiveness of the natural Earth processes in taking up carbon may be altered, but just by the fact that we're warming the planet. And there's a huge amount of research going into trying to understand this better. And whilst it's not kind of formally part of the definition of net zero, it's definitely something we need to be thinking about when we want to understand future climate changes.